Hey, what's up with it, King? What's up with it, Queen? Y'all already know who it is. It's your big brother, Demont Pope, aka Mr. Purpose Over Pointless Excuses. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. I really want to thank you for taking time out to listen in, to view this episode, however you viewing or however you listening. Listen, we've been bringing some spectacular guests, right? Some very, very special guests. So it's nothing different today. I got another special guest for you today. I know y'all excited. I know y'all want to know who it is and what's up with her. So look, without further delay, I want to introduce the son, right, and present to others none other than Miss Joan Pope of the Butterfly Effect Group. Yeah, what's going on, Joan? How you doing?
Hey, Demont, how are you this morning?
Hey, I'm doing very well. I want to say thank you for taking time out to do this interview with me, to talk about your business, to share your gifts, share your passion, and most importantly, share your purpose with the listeners and viewers. So thank you for that. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. So look, check it out. We're going to jump right off into it. Because I know they want to know who you are. Obviously, I know you very well. So let's let the people get to know who you are. So tell us, right, who is Joan Pope, right? And then let us know exactly what the Butterfly Effect Group. Let me put some respect on the name, right? Tell us what the Butterfly Effect Group is. You get me?
Okay. I am Joan Pope. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I am a Grady baby. So the people that are local, they know exactly what that means. That means I am an organic Georgia peach.
Yeah.
One thing about me is that I'm blessed that even though I'm an organic Georgia peach, I also went to school. So I feel like I can blend in any community, from locals all the way up to the president. If we need to meet with the president, let's meet with the president. If we need to meet at the corner on Boulevard, let's meet at the corner on Boulevard. So I'm Joan Pope. I'm just organic Georgia peach, and I love working with people.
I love that. And thank you again for working with us people right here, right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now let's get into the Butterfly Effect Group. Like, what is the Butterfly Effect Group? Like, talk to us about that.
Okay, so a little bit more background about me is that I'm a licensed master social worker here in the Atlanta area. I've been doing social services for about 21 years. So basically about 14 to 15 years ago, I decided to launch out on my own and start my own social service agency. So in essence, I help people bring light, hope, and healing to those that need guidance and to help them meet their unmet needs. So in essence, people say, oh, the social worker is the person that come into your house and take your children when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But no, a social worker basically helps you reach your goals. And there's many avenues and facets in which that can be reached. Maybe medical field, maybe in childcare, may it just be one-on-one with like life coaching, basically just helping you meet whatever goals and needs that you have in your life. If there is a social ill or something that's impacting you, I help you move through the process to get to where you need to get to.
Hey, I love the way you keep saying help people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I listen in for words like that because that's all I want to do. All I want to do is add value. I just want to be a blessing to somebody. You know what I mean? I just want to leave a legacy that somebody can build upon and learn from and feel empowered and inspired. So I love the help, right?
Yes.
And you also said, and I'm glad you educated us on what a real social work is. Like, because we do think when we think social workers, oh man, they come to the crib, they get the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you are letting the listeners know that no, it's a purpose in its field, and the purpose is not to hurt, divide, or break the family, but the purpose is to help to heal the family, and that's where you come in at. Right now, I can't speak for all of them in that field and in that industry, but I'm honored and I'm happy to know that your purpose is to help the families, to add value to the families, right? To heal the family. You talked about light, you talked about help, you talked about hope, you talked about healing, all of that in one introduction, right? Yes. So I'm grateful to have you here, Joan. Now, let me ask you this, right? In this business of building, right, and helping families, right, and addressing social issues, has this always been something you've wanted to do since you was a little Grady baby growing up in Atlanta? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Ever since I was younger, I actually think it was inherited from my mom. My mom, I would say, held the unofficial social work title. She was from Atlanta.
Yeah.
She got her GED. She worked in the service industry. However, every time I looked up, we've always was helping families. We were always doing anything that was connected to our church, may it be letting people, helping people with resources for living, may it be food, and just kind of helping them along the journey if they are in a place where they need to improve life. And so because of that, I've always been surrounded by it, and I've always wanted to do it. Early on in my career, I initially thought I wanted to be an educator. And so my senior year in high school, I did an internship, and I decided, I don't know if I want to work with kids all day, every day, but maybe I just want to make sure that they have the best environment that they need in order to be productive citizens of society. Mm-hmm. So along the journey, I initially wanted to be an educator and then ended up in social worker. So from early on, I knew that I wanted to impact people's lives in a positive way.
Wow, I love that. Here we go, impacting lives in a positive way. And even though you started out, right, pursuing one profession, one career, one industry, which is educating, right? You did that intern, right? And then you found out, look, I don't know if I could deal with these kids every day, all day, like forever, ever. You see what I'm saying? So first of all, shout out, right, to the educators who are able, because it's a special gift to be able to deal with these kids every day, day in and day out. And that's my passion, to deal with these kids, to inspire, educate them, motivate, empower them. But I can't quite wear the hat of a teacher. Like, I can't do it like they do it. So I just wanted to take this little time out and honor the teachers, because sometimes they don't really get appreciated for the work that they do. So again, shout out to you if you are an educator and this is what you do every day, all day. Now, back to you, Joan, and this butterfly effect group, man. I love that name, butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, we see the beauty of the butterfly, right? But we don't really see the process that the butterfly has to go through before it becomes a butterfly. We don't see it from its beginning stages as the caterpillar. Now, don't let me go into a little science with y'all right quick. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I love that butterfly effect. And then you talked about basically, as you wanted to be an educator and you found out in that intern that this isn't really what you wanted to do, that lets me know you were aware of what you were really passionate about, right? But you still stayed connected, right, to the purpose essence of it, right? You stayed connected to the fact of wanting to help people, and that foundation was laid at an early age. Much respect to your mother, who laid the foundation, who showed you what it was like, right? Who cultivated you and developed you with morals and ethics, right? You talked about going to church with your mom and all of that, and I definitely can relate to that, because that's definitely my background as well. So the foundation was always there. So, Joan, is it safe to say that your purpose was basically always with you, even from a little girl, right?
Absolutely. Before we was even formed in our mother's womb, we already know what we're supposed to do and the power that we have. And at the end of the day, everybody are transformers in some way. I just chose to be a transformer as a social worker, and that's why my company's logo is literally the butterfly, because I believe in the phases of life and how we can transform. If you can start at one phase and you can end up as a beautiful butterfly, start out as a cocoon and end up as a butterfly, and along that journey, life has its ups and downs. Also, have you ever heard of this movie called The Butterfly Effect? So it says it's this phenomenon that says that maybe in Costa Rica or maybe somewhere in a far off land, a butterfly will bat its wings and it will cause an effect. So it changes the environment, the equilibrium. So basically what will happen over in a far off land could cause an effect here, right here, and at little old Atlanta, Georgia. So in essence, everything that we do impacts other people. So we want to make sure that we're doing that in a positive way. Just like a butterfly bats its wings, it's just a slight flutter, just a little bit of help will help us along that journey.
Man, that's amazing. And look, I'm a movie fan. So you got me with two words. Like, you hit me with the Transformer. Like, I love action movies, right? And I love superhero movies. I'm a father of 5 kids. So, you know, I be watching all of that. And Transformers, let's deal with that, right? they transform. They're robots or alien robots that transform into vehicles, be it trucks, be it cars. They transform into helicopters, planes, whatever it is, right? They transform. And you are in the business of transforming lives, just as I am in the business, right, of transforming lives. So we talking about purpose, right? We talking about purpose, transformational purpose. You said that a person can start out, Joan, in one place, right? And have that butterfly effect, right? And end up somewhere else. Now, the next thing you hit me with was when you was talking about the movie. See, I didn't know that there was a movie called Butterfly Effect, but I'm gonna have to go do my due diligence. I'm gonna have to go and check that out. You know what I mean? Because you taught us some things, because you pointed out, and I want the listeners to really listen or focus on this. So I'm gonna highlight it. You said that what we do, right, causes an effect somewhere else.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So we're here right now in Atlanta, right? And what we're doing is causing an effect, right, in other countries, because this podcast, or if you're viewing this on the YouTube channel, like we're not just in the United States, we're in several different countries, and we're reaching people whose faces we'll never see. We're reaching people whose faces we'll never see, and that is what I may call a butterfly effect. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
All right. Okay, Joan. Now, let me ask you this, right? What is one of the most important lessons? One of the most important lessons that you've learned over your career or throughout your life? Because this isn't just limited to people in careers and profession. That's what the first episode started out as, but as we grow and as we interview new and special guests, we're taking this thing somewhere else. All we doing is blessing the people. So come on with it.
Yeah, so I would say one of the lessons that I've learned over my career of about maybe 21 plus years is to remain optimistic. And so basically remaining optimistic is just having a very upbeat, positive regard, positive experience, positive outlook on life. We do know that people that are in the healing field, may it be teachers, maybe motivational speakers, maybe pastors, maybe anybody that's in the helping field, medical doctors, respiratory therapists, you name it. We typically take on a lot of emotional and physical experiences because we're helping others that go through trauma or go through some type of social situation that is impacting their life in a negative way. So we have to make sure at all times that when we interact with that person that we're positive and that we ourselves are doing self-care so that we remain very optimistic, very upbeat, because we want to encourage, we want to coach, we want to motivate people that we interface with.
Yeah, man. And look, shout out to all those who occupy space in the medical field, like real superheroes in real life. You get what I'm saying? So optimism, you said optimism, right? Again, you got to have a positive mind state, right? Because your mind state, right, it affects your words, your thoughts, how you behave, how you act. Now, every day won't be a great day. Every day won't be a perfect day. But I always tell my kids and others, right? Every day is a great day to do something great, right? Every day is a day, a great day to be optimistic. And we talking about purpose over here. So that's definitely an area of passion. And I can tell because you talked about caring, right? For the people in which you encounter. You have to have a certain passion for what you do. And you also have to have a passion for who you're doing it for. We got a lot of people, Joan, who got, come on, purpose. We got a lot of people, Joan, who got careers or jobs and they're pursuing it for the money, the income, and they don't care about the impact, right? And you can tell they don't care about the people, or they don't really love what they do because they treat the people a certain way, contrary to how a person should be treated when they step into a professional establishment, right?
Yes.
So just wanted to highlight that, add some value. Do me a favor, y'all. If y'all getting value from this, I need you to hit that subscribe button, right? If you're learning something from the Butterfly Effect group right quick, I need you to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you know when we release new content. I need you to thumbs up, like it if you're getting value from it. I also need you to share it. Don't be selfish, right? With the purpose, right? When you get something and you learn something, share that information to somebody else. Because remember what the butterfly effect is, right? What's going on right here is affecting somebody else somewhere else. So, hey, make sure you do the same thing. Check it out, Joan.
Yeah.
How you feeling? How you feeling? You feeling all right?
Good. I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here. We're going to work on this purpose. We're going to make it happen. We're pursuing it.
That's what we do
every day.
Every day. Y'all heard what she said. Every day, not just Sunday, Monday, right? Every day. You feel me? All right. Now, Joan, in your personal opinion or professional opinion, it don't even matter. You understand what I'm saying? What is the most important personality trait, right? Or strength that a person needs to be successful in your industry? Now, I heard you talking about the optimism, the positive aspect. I heard you talking about the passion, the care for the people. I heard you talking about the desire to pursue and fulfill your purpose, right? So yes. What is one of the most important personality traits or characteristics somebody need to have to do what you do?
I say really at the end of the day, one would be kindness. Just show kindness. Just treat people how you want to be treated. Sometimes in the field of social services or social work, you may have some policies and procedures and federal laws and state laws that say you have to do this and you have to do that. But at the end of the day, treat people how you want to be treated. You want to treat people with love and kindness. Those key principles that you learned as a child when you started making friendships in elementary school, or when you used to go to church or be in Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, you learned those key characteristics. So I would say one would be kindness. I would say another one would be being optimistic. We already kind of talked about that one. And then I said the last one would be positive regard. And the reason why I say positive regard is because you want to always give people regard of who they are and reverence them, that they are just as valuable as you are. It doesn't matter race, color, creed, ethnicity, where you from. At the end of the day, we all have value. And so we should be regarded as such. And that at the end of the day, people choose to determine what they want to do in life. So our goal as helpers and healers is to kind of help you along the journey. And then if you don't want to be helped, that's fine too. I still treat you with positive regard because of the choices that you make, that you want to make. You may want to change today. You may want to change in 10 years.
I love that. And you said even if you don't want to be helped, right?
It's okay.
It's okay. I'm
going to treat you still fine, positively. I'm going to treat you in a positive manner.
All right. So in other words, regardless of how you treat me, I'm still going to treat you how I want to be treated. You understand what I'm saying?
With kindness, with love, respect, honesty. Exactly.
So we ain't just talking about professional stuff. These are life lessons, right? Like exactly. Young people, like those young people who listening, right? You can learn something from this that will help you along the path of your life. Like kindness goes a long way, right? Parents, right? Those of you who are in the professional field, like kindness, take this to the job, come home, bring that kindness to your children, right? Children, take that kindness to school. Be kind with your classmates and your peers and your teachers, right? Like be kind. I dare you to try being kind today, right? For the rest of the day, do me a favor, right? Challenge. All right, rest of the day, I need you to focus on being kind to everybody who you encounter, y'all. That's what I want you to do. And by the way, hit that subscribe button, right? That notification bell, that thumbs up, like it, share it, do whatever you got to do. All right, this your big brother, Demont Pope. We over here with your big sis, right? Joan Pope. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, answer me this, because I just gave them a challenge. And we're going to hold that challenge ourselves. We're going to be kind today. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be nice. All right, Joan?
Okay.
All right, so I want to talk about challenge. I want to talk about struggle. Because a lot of people, specifically on social media, we always post up what our highlights are, what's going great, what's going good. But we need to be honest with these people. We need to let everybody know who are listening, who took time out, right, to listen to us or view us. We need to let them know what's real. And challenge is real, right? Opposition is real. And it is necessary, actually, for growth and development. So let me ask you this, Joan. Talk to us about a challenge, the biggest challenge that you're facing right now, right? And let us know how you're handling it, because we need to know how to deal with challenges, right?
Okay. So my biggest challenge right now, well, throughout life and throughout your career and throughout your personal life, you definitely have ups and downs. You have your ebbs and you have your flows. So right now, what's going on a global level is that we're in a global pandemic. It's been about 2.5 years that majority of us have been home, the light world has shut down, people are not working, people can't get to places that they need to get to. However, I do know that the year is 2022. So 2022, I know that it's double coming. So with double coming, I have to make sure that I am strategically using my time, resources, and energy to focus on my job and my career to move it to the next level. So I would think one of my challenges would be is to help identify if it's a double year and I'm supposed to be getting double, who am I doubling with? Am I partnering with a cousin? Am I partnering with a colleague from the profession, someone I went to school with, somebody from childhood? How do I partner with them, but also not dilute my vision and my perspective? So we know in the world, yes, 2022, this dynamic is going on. Everybody's saying double. Let's get together. Let's collaborate. Let's do that. But in the process, let's make sure that we don't water down our original goal and intent. And then secondly, mine would be funding. We know that everybody that's in the healthcare profession right now, they can get any money that they want from a state and federal level. So that means me. So I have to make sure that when I get funds, that I'm using the funds appropriately and that is aligning up with my vision. So we have to make sure that with this challenge that we're not misusing funds and that we're not misusing people that we're collaborating with. So ultimately we can make an impact and have double in 2022. So now is the time to kind of work on that vision and that goal. We're at the end of January. So some people make their goals in January, but you know, goals are ongoing, but at the end of the day, how do I make sure that as I face this challenge of funding, face the challenge of collaboration, and facing the challenge of ensuring that my vision stays clear and that it's not diluted while I'm in partnership with other people?
Oh man, talk that. Hey, don't water it down. You understand what I'm saying? Don't sacrifice the quality for quantity, right? Trying to collaborate and do too much, right? Make sure you still keep balance, right? And also you talked about something, man. You talked about having access to funding. We got so many people getting access to funding, but something that you said, Joan, that I want to highlight is you talked about integrity. You didn't even use the word integrity, but you talked about integrity. You talked about properly using the funds. Yes. Now we got some people, let's be 100 right here. We got people these days that are misappropriating funding. We talking about from the churches to the business world. We talking about PPP loans. You got people going to jail, Joan, because they are not doing what they supposed to be doing with the money. So I'm glad
that's a personal challenge. That's a personal integrity. What am I going to do that I got $50,000? Okay, you got to do what you told these people you're going to do, you know?
Yeah. That's key. So wanted to highlight that, man. For those of you who are thinking about trying to take the shortcut, like, listen, ain't no elevators to success. You got to take the stairs. You got to go step by step by step. If you try to jump step, guess what? Your foundation ain't solid. So if you mess around and miss a step, trying to go too fast, you're going to fall. And it's a long way down if you ain't got no foundation. You feel me?
That's right. That's right.
So I'm glad you mentioned that. We're giving people so much more than just simple textbook information. We're giving them real life experiences. So that's why I wanted you to highlight some challenges and be transparent and let people know that it's okay, first of all, to go through a challenge. Welcome the challenge. Don't try to run from the challenge because the challenge is going to meet you at the next destination. So you can't outrun challenge. So the best way to do it is to lean into it. I heard my boy Inky Johnson say you got to lean into it. You understand what I'm saying? And before we go to the next question, and before we get ready to wrap it up, I wish I had some more time with you to get some more value up out of you. But before we go to the next question, I want you to let the people know all of your social media handles, let them know the website, let them know whatever they need to do or wherever they need to go to get in contact with the Butterfly Effect Group or Miss Joan Pope. Also, let them know if you got something coming up, right? If you got some great things that you're working on, let us know what's up with it.
Yeah, so I can actually be reached on all social media platforms by the Butterfly Effect LLC. I'm sorry, the Butterfly Group LLC. So that is actually my company's website, the Butterfly Effect LLC.com. Also on Instagram and Facebook, you can just type me in, the Butterfly Effect LLC, and you will be able to find me. If you have any questions or concerns, of course, you can send me an inbox, or you can send me an email at info@thebutterflyeffectgroup.llc.com. As far as new projects coming about, I am definitely open for case management. So some people that I work with may not have major social ills. They may not have a lot of trauma. They may not have mental health disorders, but they just need a little coaching or a little case management along the way, how to use their finances, what side of town should they live, how should they parent. And so I am here. I'm open for referrals for people that are looking for support services through coordination. Also, if you're looking for personal development, then I'm here to help work with you in personal development. For most of those people, they are entrepreneurs, but in entrepreneur life, we excel in entrepreneurship. We make a lot of money. We make a lot of networks, but guess what? We have high turnover. Guess what? We have a lot of interpersonal skills that we're dealing with daily that we don't speak to our employees or our staff in an appropriate manner or use positive regard. So I will help you along the journey if you are entrepreneur, to help you with those interpersonal skills so that you are able to sustain your business and you're able to work with your team. Also, I provide professional consultation. That basically means if you are a bachelor's level social worker or a master's level social worker and you're looking for additional support or consultation of how to start your own business, how to become an LLC, how to get on insurance panels, and how to get interns from colleges and universities, then I can help you along the journey. And then last but not least, of course, if there are some major mental health issues going on or things that are impacting your life in a more traumatic way, then I do also offer clinical services.
Come on, man. So look, it ain't no excuse. The help is here. She's saying basically, if you didn't let me articulate this for her, right? She got what you need. You
understand from A to Z. Okay.
You just got to reach out for it, right? And something that you pointed out, Joan, that I want to highlight. I gotta highlight some things, right? You talked about mental health. Yeah. And I just want to let people know that mental health is a real issue. A lot of times in our community, right? I'm talking about people of color, right? Yes. We kind of got too much pride. We don't want nobody to know when we ain't really good up here, right? But we have to be healthy up here. We focus on physical health. We focus on financials. We focus on a lot of exterior looking good, but we don't focus on actually being good. So I'm glad you pointed out that mental health thing, because even myself, I've had struggles since a kid with depression, right? And I'm thinking I'm just sad or I'm just angry. I'm having bad days and I'm not knowing like that there's something wrong, right? And if it's left unchecked, right, the longer you go with it being unchecked, the stronger the problem is and the harder it is to rectify the situation. So, hey, man, reach out because the help is available. Joan, love you. I appreciate you taking time out. I got one more question before I let you go. All right. Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
All right. Now to that person, right, who may be struggling with some mental health issues, right? Or to that person who wants to step into the social working field, or to the person that just want to be an entrepreneur, business owner, or just going through some things, right? Yes, like I said, this started out as being a simple question about business, but listen, I'm opening this up for any issue that you want to address.
Yes.
What would you say to that person, right? From your level of expertise, the life lessons, the experience that you've learned, like speak purpose to somebody who may want to dibble and dabble in one of your many career fields.
Yeah, I would say that there is always sunshine after the rain. So when you feel like you're going through, or you can't even articulate how you're feeling or where you want to go in life, there is someone that is out there that can help you along the journey. So some of us are born natural healers, and then some of us go to school to learn principles and policies and theories and all of those things. You know, you got to play the game. That's so you go to school, you get your credentials, you get your licensure and all of these things, and you help the person along the way. But basically I want to say is that you can always get the help that you want. It may be your neighbor, it may be your friend, it may be a professional in the field, but there is always hope. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and it's nothing but speaking it into existence. Just say the thing, say that you want the help, and somebody will hear you, and they will help you along the journey.
Man, that sounds like that butterfly effect. You know what I'm saying? You speak it, you put it out there. Guess what? Somebody's gonna
get the help. Yeah,
and the help is gonna come.
The help. Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't speak it out, Joan, and that's why a lot of times we go without. So I want to make sure that the viewers, the listeners, know that we're not just doing this so that y'all can see our handsome and beautiful faces. You dig what I'm saying? We're doing this because God gave us a purpose, right? He put us in these physical bodies for a short amount of time, right? For a specific reason. And we don't want our time in this body to expire, right? Without us doing what we were put here to do. We're talking about purpose, right? Yeah. I thank y'all for taking time out to listen to this entire episode. Joan, I thank you for come kicking it, you know what I'm saying, with me. Also, I thank you all for sharing this. I thank you for liking this. I thank you for subscribing. Listen, Joan, don't go nowhere. But look, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to see y'all back again next week, right? But until then, it's your big bruh, Demont Pope, aka Mr. Purpose Over Pointless Excuses. That's your big sister over there. You know what I'm saying? Joan Pope, all right, aka Mrs. Butterfly Effect. You get where I'm coming from. So look, love y'all. I see y'all next week. Joan, don't go nowhere. Yeah.